This conference will now be recorded.
So today we will start for loops, but before going to for loops, we'll have some more programs on while. Okay, so develop a program for finding the number of positive, negative, and zeros. Positive, negative, and zeros. Okay, so we are going to find out the positive numbers, the negative numbers, and the zeros in a list. Okay, so in a list. So that is our aim here. So we need to find out the positive numbers, the negative numbers in the list. Okay, so for example, I have a list. Let's say this list is all about having the value something like 4 comma minus 8 and say 0 comma 1 comma minus 2 comma 0 again comma 5. Okay, so these are the values. So you need to get the positive count. So positive count, so you are getting a positive count 1, 2 and 3. So positive count is 3. Negative count, so negative count is going to be 1 and 2. Okay, so negative count is going to be 2, and then the zero count is going to be uh, 1 and 2 again. Okay, so 1 and 2 again. So what we are going to find out here, so we are going to find out how many values are positive, negative, and 0. Okay, so now let's say I have, okay, so this list, so this is basically a list. So how can you look at this list? So you can look at this list like 4 minus 8 0 1 minus 2 0 and 5. So this is 0 1 2 3 4 5 and 6. Okay, and this is minus 1 minus 2 minus 3 minus 4 minus 5 minus 6 and minus 7. Okay, so in this way you are looking at the values. Okay, so you are looking at the values, and you are having basically you are having the positive index and the negative index. So we are not going to use the negative index, but we will follow the positive index where we start at 0 and end at 6. So I value is equal to 0. Okay, so I value is equal to 0, and here I will say while I less than, okay, I less than len of lst. Okay, I less than len of lst. So I'm saying I less than len of lst, I is equal to 0 while I less than len of lst, and I'm going to check whether the first number or whether any number is greater than 0. If it is greater than 0, it's a positive number. If it is less than 0, it's a negative number. If it is equals to 0, it is a 0 basically. So it is a neutral or a 0 number. Okay, so if it is positive, you increase the positive count. If it is negative, increase the negative count. If it is 0, you increase the 0 count. Increase the 0 count. So for all this, I need to put the variables. So positive count comma negative count comma 0 count is equal to 0 comma 0 comma 0. Okay, so you are having, so you are saying positive count, negative count, and 0 count as 0 0 and 0. Okay, so 0 0 and 0. Now you are looking at if uh, LST of I. Okay, so LST of I greater than 0 you will say PC is equal to PC plus 1. Okay, so PC plus 1. L if LST of I less than 0. Okay, so LST of I less than 0, you will say NC is equal to NC plus 1. Okay, LST of I less than 0, it is NC is equal to NC plus 1, and then L if LST of I equals to 0. Okay, so LST of I equals to 0. It is zero's count is equal to 0 count plus 1. Okay, so you are having the count values here. Okay, so if you are having the count value, so what you are doing over here, so you are saying, so print, okay, so positive counts, and you are printing negative counts, and you are printing zero counts. So you are printing zero counts. So simply what you are saying here, you are getting the positive count, negative count, and the zero count on the list. Okay, so you need to take the list first. So you need to take the list first. So what is the list here? List is going to be this. So this is going to be the list. You are taking the list here. Okay, so you are running the list here. So you are getting the output as, okay, so you are getting the output again. What happened? So PC, NC, and ZC. So I less than, okay, and you should say I is equal to I plus 1. Okay, so I is equal to I plus 1. So simply run it once again. So you are getting 3, 2, 2. Okay, so what is 3? Positive count is 3, negative count is 2, and zero count is going to be also 2. So zero count is going to be also 2. So what you are saying here, so you are taking up a list. So you are taking up a list, and then so you are having, okay, so you are having PC value 0, NC value 0, and ZC value is also 0. Okay, so I less than len of list. Okay, so what is I value here? I value is 0. 0 less than len of LST. What is len of LST here? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 0 less than 7. So 0 less than 7 is correct. So correct means you come inside. So correct means you come inside. So after you come inside, what you are looking at, LST of I. What is LST of I? LST of 0 greater than 0. What is LST of 0 here? LST of 0 is going to be 4. So 4 is greater than 0. So as it is greater than 0, you will get the count PC is equal to PC plus 1. So PC is equal to, so you are having PC is equal to PC plus 1. So what is the PC value here? PC value is going to be 0 plus 1. So what is 0 plus 1 here? So 0 plus 1 is going to be 1. So PC value will be increased by 1. Okay. Then next one. So what is the next one? Next one is, okay, so next one is I is equal to I plus 1. So I value was initially 0. Now it will become 1. Okay. 1 less than 7. So 1 less than 7 is also correct. That means it comes inside LST of I. So what is LST of I? I is nothing but 1. LST of 1 is nothing but minus 8. So LST of 1 is greater than 0. So minus 8 greater than 0 is false. So false means it has to come. So it will check LST of I less than 0. So what is LST of I? Minus 8. So minus 8 less than 0. It is correct. Correct means it has to go for NC is equal to NC plus 1. So this value gets increased. This value gets increased by 1. Then Then you are going for the third value. So what is the third value here? So third value is LST of 2 here. 2 less than 7. Because of I is equal to I plus 1, the value gets increased. So 2 less than 7. So LST of 2 greater than 0. So 2 greater than 0, 0 greater than 0, false. Next LST of 2 less than 0, 0 less than 0 is also false. Okay, so 0 less than 0 is also false. As both are false, it has to come here and it will check 0 is equal to 0. So it is true. True means ZC is equal to ZC plus 1. So it will increase the value. Okay, so what it will do? It will increase the value of the ZC. So ZC means the Z value. Okay, so Z value will be increased by 1. Okay, so Z value will be increased by 1. Okay, now when you get 1, positive count will increase. So when you get -2, this value will increase. So when you get 0, this value will increase. And lastly, you get a final value 5. So you get this value increase. So in this way, you are increasing the values here. Okay, so you are increasing the value. So that is how we are dealing with the positive negative count. Okay, so this is about the while loop. So what a while loop does, while loop is helping you for getting into the elements and doing all the repetition. Okay, a for loop is made for iterating over a collection of elements. A for loop is made for iterating over a collection of elements. Okay, so for loop is made for iterating over a collection of elements. Okay, so collection of elements. Okay, so collection of elements. It will iterate until the elements are finished. The elements are finished. For example, okay, so first we'll write about syntax. So syntax, okay, so as usual, we will take the table in which we will write syntax. So we'll write syntax here. So syntax flowchart, and we will write example. So syntax flowchart and example we will write. And when you talk about the syntax, for variables in collection, for variable in collection, you will have the statements. You will have the statements. So the statements will get executed until the collection is finished. Until the collection is finished. Okay. So that's how you look into this. And then when we are talking about the flow chart, so it is a start, and you have a collection over here. Okay, so you have a collection over here, and there will be a question: is next element available? Is next element available? So is next element available? So is next element available? If the next element is available means it will be true. So if it is true, the statement get executed. If it is true, the statement get executed. So when you are saying that it is true, so you are going to get the next statement executed. So what you are looking at here, so you are looking at the execution of the next statement. Okay, execution of the next statement. Okay, so statement, after the statement execution, again it will ask the same question: is next element available? Is next element available? So is next element available? So the next element is available. Again, if it is true, statement. So it will go on until the elements collection is available. Until the element collection is available. Now, for example, I have almost all of them as almost all of them are the what do you call, the collections one. Okay, so first we will use str collection. So for on str, for on str collection. Now for example, if I am saying, let me write it here. So for, you can take any variable for that matter. Okay, so you can take up for yes in Python, for s in Python, for s in Python. So you can say print yes. Okay. So print yes. So what you are getting here, you are getting Python. Now you can say now how the execution will flow. So we need to understand the execution, right? How we can go with the execution. Okay, so now you are looking at Python. So you are looking at Python. So is next element available? So Python PYTHON. So the cursor will be here. When you create Python, the cursor will be here. So it will ask, is the next element available? Yes. Available means true. True means that P will go into yes. Okay, so P will go into yes. And what will be printed? P will be printed. Okay, next one. Is next element available? Next element available? Yes. Next element is also available. So yes, we will take up 1. So next again is next element available. Next S will take up T. Next S will take up H. Next S will take up O. Next S will take up N. So in this way, you are going for the execution of all the characters. All the characters. So you are taking the execution of all the characters. Okay, so you are taking the execution of all the characters one by one. So first you are taking up P, then you are taking up Y, then you are taking up T, then you are taking up H. So like this, each and element at a time will come and be a part of the execution. Okay. Then we are talking about for in lists, for list. Okay, so for list, suppose if I am taking lst is equal to lst is equal to 4 comma 7 comma 9 comma 3 comma 2 comma 5. Now I will say for I in lst, I in lst. So for I in lst, so for I in lst, so here I will say print of I. Okay. So for I in LST, print of I. So simply what you are doing here, so you are saying for I in LST, you are going to access all the elements like this. So you are going to access all the elements like this. So one by one. So one by one, each element will be taken into consideration. So first four will be taken. So here if you observe, so 4 is there, 7 is there, 9 is there, 2 is there, 2 is there, and 5 is there. So first 4 will be taken into I. So I will get a value 4 and the 4 you are printing. Next you get 7, next you get 9, next you get 7, 4 and 9 will be printed. So then you have 7 will be printed, then you get 3, then you get 2, okay, and then you get finally 5. So in this way you are printing the values. So the values will go one by one. Okay, so values will go one by one. So basically what we are doing here, so we are taking up the elements one by one. Okay, so we are taking up the elements one by one and accessing into the things. So now we can work on the tuple. Okay, so for tuple. Okay, so tuple. So how you look at a tuple? Tuple is equal to, you can give this 489721. Okay. So how you can go for here? In say you can say for j in tuple, same thing for j in tuple. You can say print of j. You can do any operation with j for that. Same operation. So same operation, same result. Okay, same result, but there is a change of the elements. So previous it was a list, now it is a tuple. Now it is a tuple. Okay, so in this way you are looking at a tuple. So tuple 489721. So you are having j in TPL. So each and every value will be taken. So 4 will be taken first, 8 will be taken, 9 will be taken, 6 will be taken, 2 will be taken, and 1 will be taken. Okay. Right. So then we will talk about for range. So for range. So in a range, how you will use it. So now for k in range. So you know what is range, right? Range is of three types. Okay, so 3 comma 9. Okay, so 3 comma 9. So if you print the k value, you print the k value. So what you can see, you are seeing 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so 7, 8. So you will not be able to see the 9. So 9 is not shown because 9 is exclusive. 9 is exclusive. Now, for example, if I am just saying 9, okay, so otherwise I will make it here. So if you are just saying 9, okay, so if you are just saying 9, it will take from 0 to 8. Okay, so it will take from 0 to 8. Then if you're taking this, it will be starting from 3 and goes on up to 9. Goes on up to 9. Okay, so you can also take step 1. When I take a step here, I can take a step something like for k in 3 comma 9 comma 2. Now what will happen? You will see that you will only get 3, 5 and 7. So you will only get 3, 5 and 7. So what you are getting here? You are getting 3, 5 and 7. So why you are getting 3, 5 and 7? Because you started at 3, went on up to 9, and you went on with a step of 2. So 3, next to 5, next to 9 like this. Okay. So these are all the examples for uh, the for loop when you are talking about a collection of elements. So when you're talking about a collection of elements, okay, so this is the way that you need to take the things. Okay, so I think tuple I already wrote. So the tuple I already wrote. So here, so you can see. So here you can see that range we can have in three forms. So range we can have in three forms. So directly giving a number will give you 0 to 9. So you give a start number and number, that is also fine. And you can also give the step. You can also give the step. So in this way you can go for the things. Okay. Then we will talk about, so how we can put in the set for in set. So what is set first of all? So set is a collection of values. Okay, so set is a collection of values which does not have duplicates. It does not have duplicates, and it is, so it does not have the duplicates, and it is unique. Okay, that means duplicates means unique. Unique, and we do not have a duplicate values. Okay, so duplicate values or unique values, the meaning is the same. Okay, how can you represent that? You can represent that by using semicolon, using the flower brackets, using the flower brackets. Now for example, if I'm saying 1 comma 8 comma 4 comma 2 comma 9. Okay, so comma 4 if you give again, 4 comma 8 if you give again, so it won't be considering the double values. It won't be considering the double values. Okay, so it won't be considering the double values, right? So st, so if you are saying this, it will be giving you 1 2 4 8 9. Okay, so it is giving you 1 2 4 8 9. So 1 2 4 8 9, because so it will not allow you to have the duplicates. It will not allow you to have the duplicates. Okay, so now generally order is also like, as you are using all numerics, it can be put into the same order. Okay, so but it is not guaranteed. Okay, now I am writing for I in ST. I will say, so what you're doing here, so you are going for 1 2 4 8 9. So you are going for 1 2 4 8 and 9. Okay, so you are going for what? 1 2 4 8 and 9. So what is the basic idea here? So basic idea is to have the things. So 1 2 4 8 9. Okay, so ST is equal to 1 8 4 2 8 9 4 8. And what is the basic idea you are getting here? So you are getting the idea of having the collection of set. So here all the elements are not important, because it is a set. Set is having only unique values. So set is having only unique values. So in this way you can access from the set also. You can access from the set also. So it is not that we can access only numbers. So you can access anything basically. So you can access anything for that. So how we can work on the dictionary. So for in dictionary. So for in dictionary. So what is dictionary basically? So dictionary is collection of key value pairs. Now for example, if I'm saying EMP. So what is EMP here? EMP collection of, so EMP name. Okay, so suppose for example, if I'm saying e-name, so e-name colon Vasu. So e-name colon Vasu, and then so you have e salary is equal to 52104 something. So 52101 1.23. Okay. So 5,21,000 per annum. And then you are having, so like this, so you can have a dictionary. So now this dictionary is a dictionary basically. So this dictionary I want to access. Now simply if I say for K in EMP, for K in EMP. Suppose if I'm saying for K in EMP, and if I say print of K, so if you observe here, it is giving you only the keys. It is giving you only the keys, but I want the values also. So if I want the values also, so here K will get the K are the values. K are the values. What are K here? So K are the values. So K are the values that are in dictionary. K are the keys. K are the keys that have values. Okay, so that have values in dictionary. So that have values in dictionary. Okay, so if you are saying K, you will get the keys only. You will get keys only. You will get keys only. Now, if I want values, okay, so if I want values, so what I should do, so I should say, so I should say, so I can go for EMP of K here, like this. I can say EMP of K, I will get the values. Now sometimes you might need keys and values. So keys and values. Sometimes you may need keys and values. So if you want the keys and values, so what you can say is you can say A comma B. So A comma B in EMP dot items. Okay, so EMP dot items. So you need to say EMP dot items. Okay, so items. So where key is equal to K, and so value is equal to B. Okay, so it has to take the support of a method called items. Okay, so if you take the support of the method called items, so you can take up. Okay, so you can take up this. Okay, so what you are getting here, so you are getting the name as well as the value. So this is how you can access it from the dictionary also. So you can access it from the dictionary also. Okay, so it is about all the collection. It is all about all the collection of values. Okay, so if it is going for a collection of values, okay, so for in dictionary, so let me put the things here. So let me create the IMP, the key. So here what you observe, so you observe the dictionary. So how can I create the dictionary here? I can create the dictionary like this. it will have the values. Okay, so the here and K are the keys that will have the values. So that will have, okay, so that will have the values V. Okay, so values V. So you will have the values V in the dictionary. So these are some of the very important examples of Python formula. So we'll have some more programs so that you will get a clear idea what I'm talking about. So programs using programs using a formula. Now I want to check whether develop a program develop a program to check the, or I will say to check the number of develop a program to check whether the number of and number of vowels in a string str object. Okay, so we have to check the number of vowels in a str object. So we are going to check the number of vowels in a str object. So what is that program is? So that program is it's in Hello Python. It's in Hello Python. So it's in Hello Python. So if yes in a comma e comma I comma AEI I comma O comma U, and you also can put capital letters. You also can put capital letters. So capital A, like O U, O, and say U. Okay, so AEIO. If I say AEIOU, you increase the count value. So count vowel is equal to count vowel count vowel plus 1. So count vowel plus 1. So no need to write anything else. So simply print CV. Okay, so what you're doing here, so you are going to, so number of vowels. So AEIOU. So you're not missing that here. So same thing. So if you run this, CV is equal to 0. So CV is equal to 0, and then you are running this. So what you're getting? You are getting only once again. So VEIOU. So first H will come. H in this, not there. Next E is there. Okay. E value should include. value should increase by 1. Why I'm getting this? Okay, once again. So first this is so CV is equal to 0. Okay, so we'll I go as in this list, which is not there, he is there. So then L is there, yes, CV is equal to CV plus 1. Okay, one second. Let me print yes. Okay, hello Python is coming, fine. If yes in correct only. If S in CV is equal to CV plus 1, correct only. So then what is happening? So again CV is equal to CV plus 1. Why am not getting the yeah. So E, now I got it. So E hello Python. Okay. E equal you. So first H is coming, then why I'm getting the error? Yes. H E is there, it is not there, O is there. So S in CV is equal to CV plus 1. That only why I'm getting the error here. So S in okay. So AEIOU, AEIOU, they are not giving it correctly. So CV is equal to CV plus 1. So now you got it. So E, O, and O, right? So we did not put the commas correctly. So that was the problem. So it will check yes in LST. So if it is there, it will give you the okay. So this is the way that we are going to work with the for loop. Okay, so this is what the for loop is about. Okay, so and then we will see some more programs in our next session, and we will continue with the other things, right? Okay. Yeah. Any doubts? Any questions? If you can have, you can ask. Okay. Thank you.